Hey everyone, welcome back. And this is another anime review. And this is the most disappointing anime of the season. God damn it. I wanted this to be good. Like, I really did. I wanted this to be amazing. I wanted this to be the best anime of the fucking season. But of course, I couldn't get that. I am, of course, talking about Black Bullet. It was directed by Masayuki Kojima and written by Katsuhiko Urahata, and the music's by Shiro Sagisu, and it's by Studio Cinema, Citrus, and Studio Orange. And it originally ran from April 8, 2014 to July 1st, 2014 with a total of 13 episodes in the end. And talk about a shitty anime, okay? There were a few good episodes, but the majority of the anime is just garbage. And I don't say that very lightly, but it really is. It's so bad. And I'll get into why later on, okay? In the year 2021, mankind is decimated by the epidemic of Gastria, a parasitical virus, and is forced to live within the monolith walls, which are created from ferronium, a metal that is able to subdue Gastria. Soon, children who were born with the Gastria virus and obtained superhuman abilities as a result are discovered and dubbed as cursed children. Due to the Gastria virus's intervention in the cursed children could only be female. Civil securities are formed to specialize fighting against Gastria, operating with the pair of an initiator, who are cursed children, and a promoter serving to lead the cursed children. 10 years after the epidemic, Rentaro Satomi, a high school student who is also a promoter in Tendo Civil Security Agency, owned by his childhood friend Kisara Tendo, along with his initiator Enju Aihara, conducts missions to prevent the destruction of the Tokyo area and the world. Okay, let me be frank with you here. I love this series. I really do. The plot was amazing and had potential. The characters were amazing and had potential. I don't think there was many characters I didn't like. There were a few, but not many. The music was amazing. The animation, for the most part, was amazing. I'll get into more detail about these little things later on. The art I really liked. Wasn't anything groundbreaking or revolutionary, but I liked looking at it. All of this was amazing. You know the one thing. The one fucking thing that brought the series down. The pacing. The fucking writing. Okay, the writing was really bad. Who wrote this again? Written by Tatsuhiko Urahata. Tatsuhiko Urahata, you can't fucking write. Okay, stop. That's what I'm gonna say right there. Because the pacing was so fucking bad in most of the episodes. Let me try to put it into perspective for you here, okay? There were entire battles that were built up for so long that should have taken at least an entire episode, if not more, to cover. That were covered in 5 minutes or less. Sometimes not even a minute. Which is terrible. Honestly, I don't know what the fuck they were thinking here, because it just goes by so fast. They don't give you enough time to care about the plot, about these characters. So most of the time when a character dies, you don't give a shit. And it's really sad when you're talking about a series like this. Already Cinema, Citrus, and Studio Orange don't really have a very good reputation with me. I'm gonna click on Cinema Citrus, see what else they've done. Studio Orange actually doesn't have a link, so I can't click. Tokyo Magnitude 8.0 was the first in 2009. I heard that was amazing. Granted, they were helping Bones, but still, I don't really recognize any of the others on here. But there's Higepio, Oshiri, Kaiji Mushi, Codebreaker, Yu Yu Shiki, Black Bullet, and Barabara Kaman, and then of course Tokyo Magnitude 8.0 along with Bones. Huh. They did Eureka 7 Pocket Full of Rainbows along with Bones. Are you fucking serious? Wow. Hack Quantum, the Hack Quantum OVA, which was decent. Well, yeah. They don't have too many on their resume, and right now I'm going to be very skeptical while going into the next Cinema Citrus show, which I believe I actually had on my on for me reviewing episodically this season. Well, I'm going into it very hesitantly now. Sorry, but this was shit. And it's like there's really no character development either. Or I guess I should say they attempted character development. But characters will make so many 180s within the series. Like, seriously, you had fucking Rentaro in like episode 11, I think it was. Between episode 11 and episode 12. He went from this like caring person to like this extremely badass hard ass who will kill anyone he needs to in order to destroy the Gostria. And then from episode 12 to episode 13, he goes back to the way he was, and it's like, what the fuck? And Kisara goes from, in this one fucking episode, goes from this like, I'm not sure how you describe her at first. She was a pretty good character at first, you know. It was clear that she wanted revenge on the Attendo family, but she didn't really seem too vengeful, if you know what I mean. But she makes that 180 within this one fucking episode, and it just made me facepalm and shake my fucking head. Seriously, this was just so bad. Okay. It's like, and it's one thing when something is bad. It's another thing when something is bad and it had so much potential behind it at first. I can handle bad, but when you have this much potential, this much hype, this much build up for your fucking series, and then it flops this bad, no, that is unacceptable, inexcusable. And the only thing that made it bad was the writing. And like, if this was a 26 episode series, I would have been fine with them leaving every single plot in here that they had in here, every single character change, everything, because they would have had time to flesh it out. A lot more time to flesh out than just 13 episodes. I thought there was going to be 14 at first, but apparently not. But even so, it's just 13 episodes. Even with 14 episodes, I don't think they could have. In fact, I know they couldn't have. But if they had like 26 episodes, I think it would have been great. Because they would have had a lot more time to flesh shit out, okay? And that's, I know it seems like I'm repeating myself here, but that is inherently the same problem over and over again. It's the only issue. I'm not joking. This is what shitty pacing can do to your fucking series. Okay. Like, and it's not like it's poorly paced here and there. No, this is almost a constant fucking thing throughout the entire series. There was like 2 episodes I recall which were really good. The first episode, and I forget which episode it was. I think it was like 9 or something, but I could be wrong, where basically all those cursed children ended up being killed by the douchebags that they were trying to protect, basically. You know, those 2 episodes were amazing, especially that second episode that I mentioned. I forget which episode it was. Those 2 episodes were amazing. Those are the only 2 episodes I recall being amazing. All the rest of them I recall either being decent or shit. And that ending. Don't even get me retarded on that fucking ending. Garbage. Complete and total garbage of an ending. Honestly. Like, I have not been so disappointed in anime in years. It's actually kind of hilarious. Oh my god. I do not go off on anime this often, so yeah, this is kind of sad. Now that I'm done ranting about that, why did I like some of these characters, even though they end up taking shitty turns later on? Rentaro, I think, I was hoping he'd turn into this type of analytical, kind of Byronic hero, maybe? Which, if you don't know what that is, it's kind of a person who has good intentions but is willing to basically do lots of evil in order to achieve them. It's kind of complicated. It's way more complicated than that, but that's the gist of it, essentially. Enju was a pretty cool character. You know, she was really funny when she needed to be, and when they wanted you to feel sorry for her, they really sold it. I'm not gonna lie there. Okay. And also, when they wanted you to feel sorry for those other cursed children that ended up dying in an explosion, they really fucking sold that scene. Makes me wonder if someone else was writing it and they just didn't credit him here for some reason. Tina Sprout was pretty cool too. She's basically like a level 90 something cursed child. You know, and it was kind of funny her and Enju, because Enju thought that Tina was going to be her subordinate, even though Enju had no fucking idea how truly strong Tina was. And Kisara started out as a great character. She started out as my favorite fucking character of the series. And those are the only characters I'm going to talk about. There's a lot of characters, a lot of really cool ones that pretty much stay the same. Lots of shitty ones, lots of ones I liked at first, but turned shitty. It's like really fucking disappointing. Now, let's talk about some other things I actually liked. The music was amazing. Okay. The music in the series was really good. Who did it again? Music's by Shiro Sagisu. Well, Shiro Sagisu did a really fucking good job with this series' soundtrack. And that opening. Oh yeah, the opening theme is Black Bullet by Fripside, which was amazing. One of my favorite openings of all time. I'm not even kidding. And the ending theme is Tokohana by Nagi Yanagi, which was also pretty damn good too. Then, of course, there's the art, which I said before, it wasn't anything groundbreaking or revolutionary or unique or original, but I still liked the art. The animation was kind of a mixed bag. Usually it was really great. Like, I'm not really going to diss the animation too much in the series, except for in that last episode. And that last episode is pretty bad, except for the fight scenes, but throughout the majority of the series, the animation was pretty damn good for the most part, so I have to at least give them that. Okay. Whew. Now, coming to the conclusion here, I don't know if this is based off the light novel or the manga. I do know that there is both. Probably the light novel, since it started in 2011. But I'm going to read the manga, though, because I really hope it's better than this. Like, I really do. There was no need for this bullshit. And really, I really want them to remake this in the future, except for it to be done in capable hands, like maybe Madhouse or Production IG or A1 Pictures or something. Because this was so bad. Like I said before, I have not gone off on a series like this in a long fucking time. Like, it takes a lot for me to, so that's saying a lot. And I really don't want to talk about this fucking anime anymore. I'm sorry, but it was just horrible in the long run, like, overall. Okay. Anyways, overall, I hope you enjoyed this review, guys. Exactly, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.